Got an hour to kill, hour and 15 minutes to kill before I clock in, but I'm here early. That's what I do. My boy Loco gave me the name Tommy today. Say I always got a job. I like that. Send a shout out to the winner circle, man. Loco Vision. So how y'all doing, man? I'm looking at it, man. I seen somebody put my boy BG Knockout up there, saying that he say Spanish and tell on people. Sureños, that's what he was saying. Hey, that's the word in the system. That's the word on the streets of Los Angeles too. So he's basically he's repeating what he heard. Do we have actual facts on that? No, I doubt it. I don't care, right? But that's Chili Willy, what it do, man? How you been, brother? Uh, but I'm here to tell you, man. I'm on some grown man shit. What's up, Snipe? I ain't got time for a whole lot of negativity no more. These dudes that want to get on here and scream some bullshit out, like they doing this and they doing that. You feel what I'm saying? We got to also understand that it's on us to protect our own integrity and our image. You understand what I'm saying? Slow motion, that's right, man. Checking in, me too, brother. We got to protect our own image and our own integrity, and by that I mean we can't keep allowing people to throw shade at us. And I'm speaking for the black and the brown community, man. Because when you get dudes like American Cholo saying things about black people, he's throwing shade at his people because he opened up a door for chaos to be confused. Now it's a trip on how some of his own people, right? I ain't gonna even say his people, some people of his nationality. He's pointing fingers at some of the shit he did. Suddenly they cool. So do they use the N-word together behind closed doors? 9 out of 10 they do, right? But they ain't gonna admit to that. No, they ain't gonna admit to that. And that's the good thing too. I don't expect them to. What's up, Snoopy Mac? How y'all living, man? Y'all come on up in here, man. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. But I'm here to tell you, man, as a black man, you ain't gonna never hear me throw no racial derogatory comments or remarks towards any other race. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna defend my race. If you call me a coon, I got something to say. If you call me an N-word and you're not black, I'm gonna have something to say. I don't feel anybody that's not black had the right to say that word. You can try to justify it all day long. You understand what I'm saying? But you don't. Uh, what's up, Spook? Sit behind the door. They done raided Trump. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is, though, but that's what they say. You understand what I'm saying? But listen to me, man. We got to defend our integrity as well as our image, right? And dudes like Charleston White do us a disfavor when it comes to our image. You understand what I'm saying? He makes all the other people look at us like we all the same way. I was looking at some tragic shit on the news this morning, man. I seen it last week, but I was at work. When I get off, I'll be tired. I fall asleep. But how this sister was going through it over a dude and on Slauson La Brea, man. She was doing like 100 miles an hour, man. Killed a young sister that was pregnant with her baby, pregnant with a little boy she was about to have. And she killed two people plus the baby in the stomach, right? She was a nurse. She was a nurse. She was out of Houston, Texas, man, right? She was one of them traveling nurses. And that shit was, and the cold part was last week, me and my girl stopped at this gas station right before we got on the freeway going back home to Lancaster. That shit fucked me up, man. I said, damn, this lady was driving 100 miles an hour in a brand new Benz, just ran through traffic, man. You understand what I'm saying? I was so glad, even though the accident happened, that didn't go all the way to the gas pumps and blow some shit up, right? But the lady went to court today, and it's a trip, man. They said she was going through it over a dude. That dude must have really been driving her crazy, man, to make her want to commit suicide. Because to me, that's what that was. She was just, trying to hurt herself. They probably didn't think she hurt somebody else. Probably just didn't think she had killed somebody, right? We got to extend the condolences to the young sister that lost her life. And I'm going to tell y'all something else I seen on the news. This morning, the young sister that passed, her little sister set up and said, we forgive the lady. She showed me some humbleness I don't think I could have had could get. You understand what I'm saying? I was really impressed how she did it because she probably understood what this woman was going through, right? So I'm here to let y'all know, man. Relationships is real. They meant to be treated. They fragile. Some people can't handle emotional trauma. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to be careful on that, man. You know what I mean? That was just a little shout out. You know, to send my condolences to the people that lost their life in tragedy last Thursday on Slauson LeGrell out here in Los Angeles, where I'm at. You understand what I'm saying? And it's a trip, man. I'm back to the American Cholo dude or Charleston White or anybody else for that matter. Watch this, man. Why did them dudes suddenly want to expose No Jumper for some shit he might have said or didn't say, right? I don't have no facts on it. But why they never exposed this dude until he brought up something about American Cholo? Is this tit for tat shit? Is this that you support your race when your race do something wrong, so you try to point fingers at somebody else? We got to stop doing that, man. When a motherfucker wrong, he wrong. So basically Gunner and Rojo and them, they should have went at American Cholo based on what he said. Instead, they going at the dude No Jumper. Now, I ain't no Jumper fan. But based on what they put out on him, he's a racist too. And I had been said that to a few of my friends. I said it about Lad, Bad, however the fuck you say his name. And one of my partners was telling me, well, you know, he got kids by a black woman, he for blackness. I said, nah, listen to me, man. Blacks and Hispanics need to know this. A lot of people get money off our backs. For some reason, we feed into the same, we fall into the manipulation that they give us and turn around and go against each other. When we share the same community, so why do we need to be beefing over somebody else that sit back and get rich off us? For this modernized slavery, and y'all people need to get a hold of that, man. We need to learn how to be more respectful towards each other. You understand what I'm saying? I'm still waiting on American Cholo to apologize for calling us coons. You understand what I'm saying? But hey, man, to each his own, man. If people support that, all right. No, not all these people, not all these men support that. You understand what I'm saying? I've been having fake trolls. I had a fake troll say American Cholo. His name said he extended his apologies to me. But I knew that wasn't him, right? I knew it wasn't him. I laughed at it, and it's crazy. You feel me? And it's a trip. You feel what I'm saying? So we got to learn. We got to learn how to defend each other. And when one of us is wrong, give us that constructive criticism that we need, for we won't make the same damn mistake that we continue persisting on making. You understand what I'm saying? Let me give y'all another one of these old good prison stories, though, man. It was one of my partners tapped in with me this morning. He called me early this morning. Man, I'm like, man, I'm asleep. But he called from the pen, right? He said, big homie, I noticed you ain't putting minutes on your phone. I said, man, check this out. I wasn't calling nobody collect, man. My last 15 years in prison, I had a cell phone. So if a person want to call me, got to get a cell phone. I ain't, know you can lose some time if you get it. But hey, man, I'm not going to put money on my phone for that. You understand what I'm saying? Prison is a place I don't want to be. Don't want to go see nobody there. You understand what I'm saying? I'm so grateful for God, to God, that none of my great nephews is following me and my baby brother footsteps in life, trying to be these bankers and these ultimate thug dudes. I got some great nephews, man. They going to college. One of them, he already committed to Tennessee State. Send a shout out to my nephew Scooter. They going to thank you, man, and my nephew Snipe. That's what I'm talking about. The tallest one back there, he's in the 12th grade. He's committed to Tennessee State. He played for Warren High. They going to Hawaii Wednesday. They got their first high school game in Hawaii. I sure wish I could have went, right? Could have went, but I couldn't take off work, right? But this the best part about it. His big brother played at Tuskegee, graduated from Utah State, had 2 years left on his eligibility, so he went to Tuskegee. My oldest great nephew, who want to go to Tuskegee, started a football camp in Compton, right? So, and it's a good thing that they learning how to give back. You understand what I'm saying? My niece called me today. She said, hey, Uncle, let me tell you what your great nephew said. This boy ain't 10 years old. He said, I be seeing my uncle on YouTube. My uncle keeping Real. You feel what I'm saying? 'Cause I lace my little nephews, man. I lace my little nephews. I don't hide about how my life was. And you know, they know this even though they kids. You feel me? The youngest one, Hunter, I know he gonna be a beast when he grow up playing that ball, man. All of them gonna be a beast. Now I extend shouts out to my nieces and their husband and Ron, my nephew-in-law, on how they raising their kids. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't trying to keep their kids away from where we come from. They just telling them right from wrong, and they understand it. And this is what I'm saying. So basically, all the time you ain't got to move your kids out the neighborhood. Just keep your neighborhood out your house. You understand what I'm saying? You can live in the neighborhood, but don't have to have the contents of the hood in your house. And this is what people don't get. And I always say this, man. I'm not a product of my environment. My environment is a product of me. I destroyed my community. It was beautiful when I was coming up as a kid. But we the ones start spray painting on the walls. We the ones start gang banging, shooting at people. Now it's the time to stop that. You understand what I'm saying? As an OG, non-active gang member, but I still, that F is still in me. It's F to death. I can't get away from that. You understand what I'm saying? And whether y'all might not want to believe it or not, Raymond, Tookie, Mac Thomas, Salty, a lot of OGs, man. Turtle, Inch, Dog, L-Lo, Weeby, Bay Rob, Kurt. You understand what I'm saying? K-Bo, a lot of them don't want the way society is now. They looking down from heaven saying, I wish things can change. Because they got grandkids out here, man. They grandparents now. Might be grandparents sometime soon. So we got to learn how to change what's going on in our community. If we want ceasefire, man, if we want motherfuckers to stop doing drive-bys in our neighborhood, we can do that. Police ain't got to be the ones to do it. We can prevent that. But we got to create something for these dudes to be doing. Because you got something to do, you be tired to do stupid shit. You understand what I'm saying? And that's all that is. So we got to learn how to step to the plate and be responsible for our own community, man, and stop waiting on somebody else to come save us, man. We our own savers, man. Let's be our own prophet, man. Like Moses said, let my people go. You understand what I'm saying? We got to learn how to step to the plate and check motherfuckers like Charleston White, disrespecting the dead, disrespecting parents, disrespecting kids. I'm still baffled on how this dude sit up and said, fuck white girls, rape the white women, take their pussy and make them like it. Who want to be with a person friend that sit up and say he'll rape a woman? Not even a woman, he said girl. So I'm going to take it in that content when he said girl, right? So be careful of who you got around your kids. You understand what I'm saying? So all these dudes that's cool, Charleston White, be careful, man. He might be looking at your daughter in a fucked up light. Might be thinking about jumping out the tree on her. So this is what we got to grasp. Same with these dudes. His brother that's going on American Cholo show after he called us coons and lying, saying it was somebody else said it, but it was him, right? Be careful on what show you go on and they get to calling you a nigga. Whether it's nigger or nigga. Be careful of that shit, man. We got to understand that this shit is not cool, man. We got to start standing up and being mighty in what we do. Because we come from kings and queens, man, and we don't supposed to think less of ourselves, man. So for motherfucker disrespect us, I ain't saying bring violence to him. I'm saying you can check him. You can check him, but in an intelligent way. Being like Too Shorts in the ghetto. You put a motherfucking check, put them in check in an intelligent way. This is what we got to do, y'all. So let me just share this with you because I got to go to work, man. I got to go and get ready, get situated. I'm on the dock right now. You feel me? You know? Why do we call each other the N-word? All right, man, watch this. We use that word as a term of endearment. When I see one of my partners, they go up, pick up my nigga right there. That's in term of endearment, but we can also use that in a derogatory fashion. When I be arguing with somebody, say, hey, nigga, don't call me, you know, I'm being aggressive when I say it. So when we was on that plantation, man, only thing a slave really knew was, because the master saying, hey, nigga, hey, boy, right? So they took that and ran with it, say, hey, nigga, hey, my nigga, come here. So we took that. We can say it because we black. We don't feel there was derogatory. Yeah, we know it's derogatory. I know that's a catch 21 of fuck how catch one situation, but we can use it. Can't nobody else use it. I find it funny as fuck. if somebody want to emulate me and call themselves that when they ain't black. I find that funny as a motherfucker, right? But what I find also weird about it is when y'all, when another race feel they can justify calling they saying it because we see it, right? Watch this, man. Let me ask y'all this. This is to the Hispanic audience. If I got anybody listening in, so if I heard an Hispanic dude call another Hispanic woman or a man a wetback, could I say that? Could I call him that? Hey, wetback. If I heard him say, hey, puto, can I call you that? Hell no. Because I already know it's disrespect. See, the cold part about it is people of not that's not black know it's disrespect, yet they want to see it and feel it's justified by saying it because we see it. No, I ain't got to correct what I say in order for somebody else to stop doing what they doing. We took a negative word and made it positive towards each other. Exactly, Snoop. And that's what people don't get now. People want to blame other people using because of the rappers. No, man, check this out, man. Ain't nobody gonna blame nothing on the rappers. Scarface ain't never gave me a gun. Ice Cube ain't never gave me a gun. Eazy and them ain't Tupac. None of them ain't never gave me a gun and say go be a thug. I was a thug before they was even rapping. You understand what I'm saying? I was using the N-word before rap music was coming out. So you need to understand something, man. It's not what we do, it's how we do it. You understand what I'm saying? And you're right. You're right about that. So we got to learn how to find a different word, right? Like today, man, on my way to work, brother said, let me have a cigarette, my nigga. I said, I got you, little brother. And we got to talk. He said, man, you gonna go to work? I'm like, yeah, man. I gave him information on how to get a job. You might, they hiring. You might want to work. Don't you know, man, this dude accepted my cigarette and told me, no, man, I ain't looking for work. Shit, why you asking me for a cigarette? You understand what I'm saying? So this is what we got to learn how to do, man. It's all about each one teach one, and each one helping one. Black wealth equals black love. Black love equals black wealth. You feel what I'm saying? A job ain't chasing the bag. A job is securing the bag. You understand what I'm saying? Because with a job, you get benefits, all the 401 plan and all that, man. So this is what we got to do. I'm for the kids, man. It ain't what you say, it's how you say it. Exactly, Snoopy, man. And this is what people need to understand. I'm telling y'all, man, hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to go on and call this out, but I'm going to be back at y'all at 10 o'clock for those that be at. That's my lunchtime, right? That's it. Peace, love, and happiness, man. Hit that like and subscribe button. Support the channel, man. OG Compton, bam.